Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing wonderful today. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova and I'm so glad to see you. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel, and if this isn't your first time here, welcome back my Nova Gnome. If you are sick today, I hope you get better soon. I know some of my Gnomies are sick right now, and it is the season of everybody getting colds and flus and all that other gunk. So if you are sick, I hope you get lots of rest, get lots of fluids, maybe get a little crochet time in if you're feeling up to it, and that you begin to feel better. If you're not sick, yay! That's awesome. I'm very glad that you're not sick, and try to keep it that way, okay? So, I am excited, guys, because you know what today is? Well, for one, it's Wednesday, so we're halfway through the week. Happy hump day, and I hope you are having a great week so far, and that you have a great rest of your week so far. But also, tomorrow is the first day of December, and you guys know what that means. We are starting our 25 days of Christmas. Woo! So, what are we planning on doing for the 25 days of Christmas? Well, every day we're going to come on here and we're going to have some fun. I already did a video where I went over the ideas that I have for each day, and I will go and grab that link to that video in case you missed it, and I'll pop it in the description box. So if you want to see what I'm thinking my theme for each day will be, then you can click that and you can hear my ideas. They may not be those as I go along sometimes, like with my Halloween event. I sometimes change what I'm doing because I get inspired or I change my mind or whatever the reason. But I do have a rough idea and a rough outline of what I'm doing, and there will be something cool and Christmassy every day. So I wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about what I'm doing, and I wrote some notes on one of my little piggy notepads. So I wanted to make sure I don't forget to mention a couple of things. First off, you may be wondering what this box is. So I thought it would be fun if we did some kind of an advent calendar thing that we could open every day, like as part of the video. And look what I found, you guys. 24 days of cocoa. It's 24 cups of cocoa, and like you open one every day, so it's every day leading up till Christmas. And I thought that this was going to be perfect because we love to do like a what's in your mug type of thing, and a lot of you guys like cocoa, so I know I've noticed that when I'm asking what people are drinking or what your favorite beverages are and stuff, a lot of you guys like cocoa. So I thought this would be fun, not only for me, but maybe fun for you guys, and at least just a little interesting thing. Obviously, this isn't going to be like the purpose of the video. This will be like a quick little thing at the beginning of the video, like what's the flavor of cocoa for the day. But I did not look at all of the flavors, and I'm not gonna look at all the flavors because we'll have some surprises, but let me just grab a few and tell you guys what they are so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. Okay, vanilla hot chocolate cocoa cup, gingerbread hot chocolate cocoa cup, peppermint hot chocolate cocoa cup, and raspberry hot chocolate cocoa cup. I'm not going to read any more because, like I said, I haven't read them. The only ones I looked at were some of these ones on the front, and I saw a white chocolate cocoa. So very interested in that. I have never had a white chocolate hot cocoa before. And I saw a cinnamon cocoa, which I love Mexican hot chocolate, which is like a cinnamon hot chocolate. So I bet I will love that. And my favorite part is these are K-cups because I love hot chocolate, but I don't like using the little powder packs because it's really hard to not get it clumpy. At least for me, I'm really bad at making it, I guess, out of the little powder packs because it always is clumpy and I cannot stand that texture. But I love hot chocolate, so I love getting the K-cup versions because they come out nice and not clumpy. So yeah, I saw this at Ross. If you guys... I will face that towards you so you can see 25 days of cocoa. If you guys don't know what Ross is, it is like TJ Maxx. And so this was like $14.99 or something like that, and I thought that was a great deal. I mean, it has 24 K-cups in it. That's a fantastic deal. And it has all the different, like, every day has a different flavor of cocoa, so I was like, yes, this is perfect. So excited to start that. I've had this kind of hanging out for a couple of weeks, and I kept eyeing it like, I cannot wait to start doing that. It looks so fun. So another thing that I'm going to be doing once a day, and this will be another thing that's not like the main point of the video, but just something like small that takes a few minutes, is I'm going to be doing shout outs for other small channels. So since I'm doing 25 days of Christmas, that means I'm going to be shouting out 25 other channels. Just, you know, one a day. It's not going to take up too much of your time, but I have a list of creators that I plan on shouting out, and if you have any that you would like me to add to my list, let me know. Mention their name down below. Maybe I already have them on the list. Maybe I've never heard of them. I'm looking for channels that are under 1,000 subscribers for the most part. There might be, you know, the odd one that's more than 1,000 subscribers, but I thought it would be a fun little like season of giving thing to try to help some other smaller channels that are working really hard to get those numbers up. And how exciting for them, how like good of a Christmas gift would it be for them to suddenly get an influx of people coming over and subscribing and commenting and just kind of browsing their channel. So I thought that that would be a fun little thing in like the spirit of Christmas to shout people out. And apart from that, I'm just going to kind of briefly touch on what I'm doing. I'm not going to go over my everyday plan because I have like 25, you know, themes for each day. But basically, I'm going to be making ornaments. I'm going to have a little Christmas tree behind me. It'll show in the background for those 25 days of Christmas. And it's not there yet, but it will be there tomorrow because tomorrow is our first day of 25 days of Christmas. So it's going to be there. It's going to be lit up. And we're going to be working on ornamenting it up with all crochet goodness. So this tree is going to be just for crochet type stuff, and most of the days are going to be making some kind of an ornament for the tree. So whether I find a pattern and I make it and share it with you guys and show you what I made, or I make a pattern, or even maybe tutorials. I have a few tutorial ideas. So there's going to be some really fun stuff going on every day, making just like little ornaments and things like that. And then, you know, maybe an amigurumi or two here and there, and just also normal crochet content, not just that stuff, because I'm sure I'll be working on other things at the same time. I actually just started working on a mushroom hat, so I'll probably be like randomly giving you little updates on how that's going. I'm working on so many things at one time, but that is what's going to be happening starting tomorrow. Our 25 days of Christmas is finally here, so that is super duper exciting. So excited for that. So if you guys are excited also, let me know. Comment down below if you can. I know some of you guys watch my videos on the TV, or you have them auto playing or whatever. Maybe you just don't feel like commenting. Maybe you're a lurker. That's totally fine. But if you feel like commenting and you're able to comment, let me know down below. Are you excited? Like, what kind of things are you excited for seeing? And what do you guys think of this 24 days of hot cocoa? Because I am super stoked about this. I think this is going to be really interesting. The white chocolate one is probably one of the most interesting ones to me because I've never had like a hot chocolate that was white chocolate before. So that's going to be interesting. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys my progress on the ugly Christmas sweaters that I'm making for my little niece and nephew. So the biggest thing I'm going to show you guys is how the elf came out. I'm still going to add a little pom-pom to the end of his hat, but I finished the rest of him. You ready? Dun, 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 dun. So he's got like a little folded over brim, or folded over tip of his hat. And I realized that I kept calling this a bow yesterday. It's a beard. I didn't realize it was a beard. So what I did to make it more obvious that this was a beard was I added hair. Let me focus you while I go in a little closer. So I added hair before I added the hat and the ears. And I just did like little loops of yarn, that went across the top. And then I put the hat over, you know, where they connected in. And then I put the ears over and just tried to make it look like hair. And I think that that makes it more apparent that this is a beard. I think it makes it a lot more apparent to me anyways, because I totally did not realize this was a beard until I was reading the pattern in this 3 Granny Square book. So I think that that makes it more obvious that that's a beard. And I'll pop a picture up over here of what the square looks like in the book, so you guys can see what I mean about not knowing that that was a beard. Maybe it's just me, maybe you guys can tell it's a beard, but I totally did not notice. But I really, really love how this guy came out, and he came out really big too. This is like in comparison to my hand. So I think that this is going to be really nice for the back of my nephew's cardigan, like a nice big centerpiece for the back of it. So what I ended up doing was everything here other than the little hair that I mentioned is the pattern in the book. All I did to make it not a granny square was, instead of continuing on with the granny square and switching to the background color, I just stopped after the rounds of the face were done, and I've just sewn everything together onto this piece. So here's the really ugly back. You guys can see the part that nobody else will ever see because it's going to be sewn to the sweater. But that's how I just attached everything to this head circle that I made. So you can totally use these as like appliques. So I'm going to put a little pom-pom right here. They have you crochet. It's technically a bell, but it just looks like a ball to me. So I'm just going to do a little pom-pom right there. And I think that'll be fun. A little Christmas pom-pom. So I'm so happy with how he came out. Look at his little nose. So I got that done. And then I also got the faces done for the snowmen. So yesterday, when I was on here, I had made the nose on this one, and I was like, I don't want to keep you guys for 7,000 years while I do the rest of it. Well, I went ahead and I finished it. I did the nose smaller on this one. Still not totally in love with it, but like I said, snowmen are wonky, and I'm okay with them being a little bit wonky. I do think I like the nose a little bit better on that one. So there's their heads. And then I just have their bodies unconnected. They're just circles. And I'll be putting those together and decking them out. I might wait until when I get to putting them on the sweater to do that part, because I don't necessarily need to try to like sew them all together off of the sweater. I can use the sweater as my base and just kind of put it all onto the sweater. For this one though, I just really wanted to put it all together before I got to the sweater. I thought it would be better for this one, and I do think it is better doing it that way. And then what I've moved on to now is making a gnome. So I'm just freehanding a shape right now for the body. And then I've got one of my pocket gnome beards. What side is the front? I think this side. So I will do it's going to be like a Santa gnome. But I'll have like my little pocket gnome beard. And then I'm going to have like a nose. I'll probably do a pom-pom nose. And then I'm going to work up a hat to go over it. And then bloop, just put it onto the sweater just like that. And this is that sparkly white yarn that's discontinued. I don't know if you can tell, but it's fuzzy and sparkly. So that is what I have got going on today. So lots of exciting stuff. Tomorrow we're going to start getting the tree ready, and I'm going to make a little tree skirt for it. So I need to get figuring out what I'm doing for that. I actually have not started it or figured out which, like if I'm using a pattern or if I'm freehanding it or what I'm doing for the tree skirt. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on today. What are you guys working on? Because it is also Whip Wednesday. So what is your whip? What is your work in progress? Let me know down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.